Hi everyone, it's Kim Carpenter here, and I am with my amazing client Nicole Bassett of the Renewal workshop. And I just wanted to make this little video for you all to let you know about more about Nicole, but also to congratulate her because she just won this amazing award at the EBW 2020 inaugural event, which stands for Empowering a Billion Women by 2020. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Kim.
So great to have you here in
Thank
Austin. Yeah. So can you tell the people a little bit about the Renewal workshop and also a little bit about how you were just honored at the EBW event?
Cool, yeah. So the Renewal Workshop is a company that is enabling the circular economy and specifically in the apparel industry. So what we do is we work with apparel brands to figure out how to manage their apparel waste. And the main way we start is that we take all the waste that's in their distribution centers, things that get returned back to the brands. Maybe it's damaged, maybe it was worn by someone and washed and the brands can't resell it again. So this piles up in their warehouses. And then we take it to our factory in Oregon where we actually assess the quality of the product. And what we found is that over 60% of it can be cleaned and repaired and co-labeled and then resold again with the brands, in partnership with the brands. So it's their brand still on the product, and we sell it on our website, or some of our brands take it and sell it through their own sales channels. And then we also, our sort of real long-term vision around circular economy is there are products that come back that are too damaged. And so we work with a network of recyclers to innovate and find solutions for recycling textiles.
It's so fantastic, you know, and some of the brands that you have that you're carrying are like Prana and Toad & Co. Or what is some of, I know you have several.
Yeah, Mountain Khakis and Ibex, and what's cool is we have Koyuchi, which is a clothing, or sorry, a home goods company, and so and Pearl Izumi, which is a bicycling company. So we're really starting to branch out, and really anyone who makes apparel can work within our system.
Wow, that's amazing. I actually ordered a shirt from you and made by Prana, and I was just so excited when I got the article in the mail, and it was absolutely perfect, you know? And I think sometimes people don't quite know what to expect when it's like, oh, something was damaged and maybe I shouldn't buy it, but you're actually repairing it to perfect condition, right?
Yeah, like we really are really elevating the product to like new. It's like cleaned with this really cool technology which uses no water. It uses liquid CO2 to clean the product, so it gets it to a like new clean, and then it's repaired if there's an issue, but it's definitely all the product's been quality controlled and inspected before we send it out to the customer. So yeah, there's a level of assurance with the product.
Yeah, and that's great because sometimes, you know, something just will have a button missing or a zipper will be off, or like one tiny little seam just needs to be re-sewn. And so we're just throwing tons and like literally tons of waste back into landfill because a button needs to be replaced. So it's just so incredible what you're doing. And you guys, Nicole's business is the only company in the world that is doing this. I mean, this is innovative. This is cutting edge. Now, Nicole, I know my listeners are really savvy for the most part, but some of us, and you know, recently I just found out too, like, what is circular economy? Like, what does that mean? So can you say a little bit about that?
Yeah. So what's really interesting is that we're probably not even aware we live in a linear economy as people, but what really happens for a majority of the things that are made in the world is that we take raw materials out of the earth, either mine them or extract them from oil or grow things, and we make products and we use them, and really at the end of their life they will go to landfill because we do not have a way of thinking about how do we we do not have a way of thinking of extending the life of that product. And so what's exciting about a circular economy is it really reshifts the thinking and says, okay, well, what if nothing's allowed to like go to landfill anymore? What if we have to use that material over and over and over again? And so you'll see a circular economy in some things like an aluminum can, There's some types of plastics that can be recycled over and over again, but it's very limiting, especially with textiles, because textiles for the most part are made of blended materials. So there's a lot of innovation that has to happen. But before we even start recycling, we could be using products much longer, and brands could be making revenue from their products for a second and third time, which means that they don't have to go and extract raw materials from the earth anymore. They can actually decouple resource use and profitability, which really allows for a circular economy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So I want to talk a little bit about the EBW 2020 award, because this organization, I'm so glad that Ingrid Vanderveld created it, and this was the first time that they were really creating a fund. Like the idea is to create $1 billion fund to fund women-owned businesses. And so this was the inaugural event. You were the first winner ever, hopefully of many, many more years of female business owner winners to come, that was awarded a prize, and you got to participate in an accelerator. So tell a little bit about that experience.
I was really kind of mind blown about the stats that came out. There was the one about how many women are creating wealth.
Yeah, that's right. So 10 years ago, in 2006, around 10, 11 years ago, they said that women were creating only 1%. So both in businesses, having our own businesses, but also just in income from jobs, that we're creating 1% of the wealth in the world. And so 10 years later, it's gone up, but it's only 3% now. And so there is a great need to have many, many more women-led businesses, and to have us be successful at running and growing and scaling and generating more money with our women-led businesses. That's actually my personal mission and what I do with my consulting business. Like, I am a stand for women to be super successful at creating businesses, and specifically businesses that make the world a better place, like Nicole's.
Yeah, and so those stats are just mind-blowing. And I will say, though, like I very much felt like my own experience being reflected when I heard about the Empowering a Billion Women, is that like when I started, I had no idea what to do. I literally wrote a business plan from a book, and then I called my now co-founder, Jeff, because he had started a company, and I was like, I don't know how to start a company. And it was I was really blessed because he came on board and is my co-founder, and is had gone through the process. But I was like, wow, a lot of women don't have that access or even know how to manage the whole process of getting your financials in order, finding capital, learning how to pitch, finding investors. Now you have an investor. What do you do with your business, and how do you grow and scale and market and just go? It's not common, and women also really hold themselves back. And I know this from personal experience. I researched things to death, and I was really scared to make a move, and I was my own limiting factor. So the accelerator was a cool opportunity to be surrounded by so many powerful women, other women entrepreneurs, listening to their stories, just like, how are you managing your time and how are you managing your priorities, and getting access to some really amazing women. And so the program was really exciting. And then, it culminated in the summit that we experienced for 2 days, which again was nothing I've ever experienced in my life, of 2 days of successful women talking about their experiences, talking about their failures, talking about just the insights that they've gleaned over the years, and sharing that with so much support. So it was amazing to be part of it.
Yeah, it was incredible. And I feel so blessed because I not only create these types of communities in my work that I do with my clients and bringing business women together so we can really help and support each other, but I have my own support network, and when people talk about not having the support of women around them that are really standing for their success, I'm like, really? Because it seems like all of my friends are coaches or consultants or women who are up to really big things like you, Nicole. And I'm so blessed to have people, and we're just, we have our tribe, and we are able to really stand for each other and encourage each other and share ideas and information. And one of the other concepts that came forward at the summit was, there's no competition here. This is about collaboration and co-creation and really helping each other and standing for and with each other's success. And I think that's really one of the big things that's going to help us as women get to the next level in general in our businesses and make a real difference in the world.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's been so great working with you, and I'm so excited about continuing on that journey and seeing you grow even more. And, just in 2 years, Nicole has created a whole factory in Oregon, in Hood River, Oregon, with a staff of 12 people now, 12 people that she's managing and nurturing to be their greatest selves. It's so great to see you doing that work and really stepping into your own leadership around that. So,
well, I have to say a big part of that has definitely been having Kim in my life. So Kim just was like, reached out and was like, and we've known each other for years, but reached out and said, I love what you're doing. How can I help? And I was like, oh, we're okay. And then I called her and was like, I can't do this myself. Like, I know I'm my own limiting factor, and I don't ever want my company to fail because I couldn't get out of my own way. And I want to grow as a leader, and I don't know how to do that. And so yeah, I think we've been working for a year-ish together, and it's been an amazing experience of understanding my, what are my core fears, and how am I going to progress through this, and how do I lead through a brand new company that's never done what we're doing.
Yeah, it's new in the world. It's not like you can model after somebody else. You're just making it all up.
Yeah. And there's times where you're like, okay, I'll be like, okay, team, we got this. And then I call Kim, I'm like, we don't got this. I don't know what to do. And so I just would encourage any woman, one, Kim's amazing, so find Kim. Or find your network that you have that's going to support you, because it's not, you should never be feel afraid or shame or that you're not good enough or anything like that. It's life is really hard, and having people in your back corner just supporting you and loving you is does make all the difference. Yeah. So I'm very grateful for you. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a mutual love fest over here, if you can't tell already. Yeah, so I think that is some incredible wisdom to just leave and close this video out with. Don't try to go it alone. Find your tribe. Find leaders who can inspire you, mentor you, help you. Find a community of like-minded people who are standing with you and for your greatness. Release all of the naysayers and the poo-pooers, right? It's going to be challenging for you to venture out into the world and create your work and create your business out there. And it's really important, I think, to have the support that you need. I know I invest in my support, and everyone I know who's really doing this and playing a big game in life and business has that support too. So, yeah. And at any time, you can reach out to us. And if you have questions about this video, questions about the Renewal Workshop, definitely go there and check out the amazing clothing that they have, and spread the word about this circular economy. It is important. It is one of the keys to our future survival as a human race on the planet, actually. And so they can find more information at
Renewal Workshop is our handle on all the socials. Instagram is really fun where we share the story of the factory and what we're doing behind the scenes. At renewalworkshop.com.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you, Kim.
Bye, everybody.